I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yeah, the children are the future, and let me tell you, the kids are all right. You know, several months ago, I highlighted a 13-year-old progressive kid from Texas named Tristan. You guys loved that video, over 2 million views, and we helped make that kid an internet star. Well, everybody, it's time to do it again. Meet 14-year-old Eloise from Utah, who is also a loud and proud young progressive who is starting to go viral with her brutal takedown of Megyn Kelly over her fucking insane comments about teenage girls. And we're going to help make her the next viral star because not only is she the future, but what she just said in the here and now has got to be heard and shared worldwide. So, hit subscribe to Really American Media and get ready to be filled with a sense of hope that the next generation will lead us all to better times. And in case you're not up on this whole Megyn Kelly controversy, or if you've only heard about it secondhand, here's a quick recap from yesterday's Vocal Minority podcast.
This is Megyn Kelly talking about the Epstein files.
Okay.
I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls.
It's not
And I
legal.
realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds. But he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years.
Wow.
Wow. Look at this comment, Megyn R. Kelly.
Yes, dude. Really, that's well done. Obviously, she doesn't quite get it either, because if he was into the barely legal, I mean, you know what that means. It means 18 years old, like they're barely legal, just
Right.
legal. You know, he was into barely legal like 14, 15. Like that is so terrifying that somebody with a contract on Sirius XM satellite radio could sit there and talk that shit and justify it.
When is she going to get fired? Because Sirius is a real company. You can't have one of your hosts on there saying that, hey, 15-year-olds, is that bad, really? I mean, holy crap.
Suddenly, I mean, based off what she's saying, it's woke to think that, molesting an 8-year-old and a 15-year-old are very different things, Stephen.
Right.
You know.
They are, and none of it's okay. Where do you draw the line? At the law. What does the law say? 18? Then there you go.
Yeah, the law is the law, and what Megyn Kelly said is beyond outrageous, and she needs to be fired, like, immediately. But don't take this from me. I'm a middle-aged guy. Let's hear what Eloise, an actual 14-year-old girl, has to say about all of this.
Hey Megyn Kelly, I'm Eloise and I'm 14 years old. I wasn't even going to say anything because the topic is an adult one. My mom even made a video about it yesterday because we didn't feel it was an appropriate topic for a child to speak about. But after hearing you go on camera and explain that Epstein wasn't into 8-year-olds, just the barely legal type like 15, I realized you might need an actual reality check from a literal child. So let me help you out. Megyn, people in my grade are turning 15 right now. Some of us still have baby faces. Some of us still have braces. Some of us still call our parents when we're scared at night. Some of us still look like middle schoolers because we basically are. And the fact that a grown woman needs a teenager to explain that is honestly terrifying.
Yeah, it is terrifying, and you go, girl. It is such a reality check to hear her say the kids her age still call their parents when they're scared at night. And that's the age range that Megyn Kelly is saying is not so bad if an adult man wants to prey on them. Do you think Epstein's victims got to call their parents and tell them that they were scared?
Here's the part you seem confused about. Under federal law, anyone under 18 is a child. No asterisk. No, but they hit puberty. No, older kids don't count. Anyone under 18 is a child. You said you were just giving facts, but here's the real fact. What you said wasn't factual. It was minimizing. It was making abuse sound like a technicality.
That is so well said. Megyn Kelly is minimizing abuse, and it's fucking disgusting. And it's even more shocking when you hear that Megyn Kelly has 3 kids and one of them is a 14-year-old girl. So am I to believe that she'd be okay leaving her daughter alone with someone like Epstein and his rich dirtbag friends? Obviously not. And that is classic MAGA mentality. It's good enough for thee, but not for me.
And Megan, here's the part you really need to hear. If a 14-year-old has to get on the internet and explain to a grown adult with national platform that children are children and there's no age where abuse suddenly becomes less bad, then the problem isn't confusion, it's corruption. Because kids my age aren't supposed to be the ones correcting you. We're not supposed to be the moral compass in a room full of adults who should have known better. But here we are. If my voice makes you uncomfortable, good, it should. Because the minute adults start defending predators by debating the age of a child, you're not protecting the truth. You're protecting the predator. And you shouldn't need a freshman to tell you that.
Yeah, Eloise is 1,000,000% right. Megyn Kelly shouldn't need a kid to tell her any of this, but one just did, and it both enrages me that it was necessary, but it also fills my heart with pride as a parent myself, because clearly her parents are doing a good job. They've given her a moral compass that knows right from wrong. They haven't indoctrinated her, they have educated her, and that's the difference between the left and the right in America nowadays. And the comments on that video are filled with nothing but love and support, with people saying great things like, "Girl, you are the future and we hear you loud and clear." Or, quote, "Love this, you're absolutely correct. Keep speaking truth into the world. We need it." And comments like this show that many other people are proud of her too, by saying, quote, "I don't know this girl, but I was filled with pride listening to her. I'm proud of her and proud of the people raising her. You are brave, strong, smart, articulate, and powerful. And your voice should resonate through social media like a roar. Goddamn straight." How about this one? Quote, "Eloise, you're making me hopeful of the world to come. Your parents are proud of you. Be proud of yourself, girl. You killed it." And this comment right here kind of hits home for me. This guy says, quote, "Well said, young lady. The fact that these people are trying to normalize SA on children is diabolical. As a father of two beautiful daughters and a granddaughter, I would end the existence of any man that harmed them." End quote. And yeah, I'm a dad. I am not a violent person. But if anyone hurt my son or daughter, I would end them. And not on purpose, by the way. I would just savagely beat the hell out of them, and death would be a likely outcome. Children are supposed to be protected while we teach them to protect themselves as they get older. Or as young Miss Eloise says, we have to teach them to be good rebels.
This is your reminder that no matter what your parents believe or think, you can always do your own research and create your own beliefs. I've realized that the racism has gotten really bad again, and we have tons of division in our age group, but we need to make sure that we aren't just listening to what our parents say, and that we're making sure that we can create the best future for ourselves. Our futures are looking worse by the day, with Congress passing bills that will affect us and our children. As teens, we're told to stay out of politics and stay quiet, and when the time comes, vote the way our parents did. But we can do things differently. We can be rebels for a good cause. We can call people out if they're wrong, even if it means that it's our parents, our teachers, and our friends. You owe it to your future self to be informed. The lives, the health, and the safety of so many other people living in America can be changed by us. Teens can and will be the change that America desperately needs.
Yeah, it's sad that America desperately needs change, but we do, and it's amazing that kids like Eloise are fighting the battle online and in the real world.
I just wanted to say thank you. Because of your donations, we've raised $1,204 to feed kids at my school during Thanksgiving break. And when I added 10% of what I made off TikTok last month, that brought us to a total of $1,254. That is a lot of meals. And that proves small acts, when we do them together, they can actually change lives. I'm just a 14-year-old girl trying to make a small difference in my community. But the truth is, we all have the same power. You don't have to be famous, rich, or grown up to make a difference. You just have to care. Because kindness, that's how we change the world.
Yeah, kindness is a huge part of being a progressive, and so is fact-checking, which Eloise is also very good at.
I was sitting in class today thinking about the government shutting down and how people are losing it that Democrats are supposedly spending $1.5 billion on healthcare for undocumented immigrants. Although my previous videos have been explaining how that's not the case, it made me wonder, how much money are we spending on ICE, violently deporting people who aren't even a danger to society? So, I looked into it. Sources in the caption. According to ICE.gov, the US spends over $8 billion to ICE just to deport people. And Trump's big beautiful bill wants to triple that to $27 billion a year. We spend billions removing people who contribute to our economy. Yet we argue about giving them basic health care. That's not about money. That's about values.
It's not about the money, it's about values. And that should be the battle cry for all liberals. So please, let's make Eloise a star. On Instagram, she's only got about 8,000 followers. So go find her and show her some love. I want to see that page at 100,000 followers, and I know that you guys can make that a reality. So go do that. Share this video worldwide and comment below with your thoughts on all of this. Get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.